Hello, amigas. Welcome back to our third episode. And today we're going to have a very special guest. Because everybody, Tana, is still asking, how did I do it? I think they haven't watched our first episode, right?
If you're
How
asking
did I
the
lose the
question,
40 pounds? Come on, go there, watch it. But today, we actually bring in the magician behind all those tips and all those experiences that I've shared. Today, I'm bringing my personal coach. She's Coach Jay Garcia.
Hi.
Coach, welcome.
Good afternoon,
Thank you
good
for being
afternoon.
our first
Yeah,
guest.
thank you also for inviting me
first
here.
guest.
Yes,
So
we're kicking this.
I'm so happy to be here and thankful for the opportunity.
By the way, guys, Coach Jay is very busy, okay? All my friends are asking for his number, his, IG account, and I'm giving away, but apparently it's hard to get. It's very hard to get. But I told him earlier, I said, Coach, you should make like mini mix.
Yeah.
Just like Coach J1, Coach J2, Coach
That's called scale, baby.
so that he can reach out to everybody, right?
Yeah, because it's usually January to March is like busy schedule for trainers because everyone has like their fitness goals set up during December, then they implement it like first quarter of the year.
That's what we're talking about, right?
And then they drop off. After
Sometimes,
Easter.
hopefully not.
Let's not drop off.
No,
That's
we're not.
nice.
We're not dropping off.
No, we are definitely not dropping
We're
off.
not dropping off.
We're not. But yeah, Coach Jay has a very diverse background.
So diverse. Now, it actually surprised me in all the right ways. So here we go: nurse, osteopath, chiropractor, weight management coach. There's more.
Yes, he's a nutritionist.
I'm
Nutritionist.
No. I'm an acupuncturist.
And
Yeah, but for
acupuncturist.
chiropractor, I'm still a student for it. So I'm just finishing my course. I think I still have like one and a half year for that one.
What inspired you to
Imagine.
take such a holistic approach to health?
Way back before when I was a kid, I I I'm so interested in science. So yeah, one study led to another, then curiosity kicks in. So sometimes you have like questions that don't have answer, then you search for it, right? So you have to, this one looks good and this one will benefit the client. So I study those.
Mhm.
So it's funny because when you in social media right now, like for example, this trainer has like opinion as a trainer, then this chiropractor has an opinion as chiropractor. So I do both, right? So like where will I side, like in
The trainer's perspective.
perspective or chiropractor's perspective? But the good thing about it is you get to get the best of both worlds.
Yes.
And you can compare like what's the best for the client, what's best for the person that you're helping.
All in one,
And
holistic,
I cannot-
integrative medicine
yes, I
style.
cannot test it because I have actually a condition. I have protrusion of my L3, L4, L4, L5.
I thought you were going to say I'm allergic to toxic people.
Also,
I have
that's
a
my second
condition.
condition. Actually, that's a very important one, by the way. But I don't think Coach Jay can address that. But the training that he did for me, it's complete. It's the very first time, Coach. I have no pain after my workouts.
Wow.
Yeah, because for me, since I came from different backgrounds now, so I tend to see the person as in a holistic approach. So I use scientific because I believe because there's a lot of questions now, ongoing studies about anything under the sun. So some people like debunk this, debunk that one, like that's not true, this is true, something like that. So for me, science is still evolving and will keep on evolving. So the things that we don't know right now, there's an explanation for that.
Right?
Yes. Like we didn't know there were 40,000 neurons in the heart, which are brain cells, until 5 years ago. Isn't that mental? We have brain cells in the heart. That's Heart Math Institute stuff. I get that. That's crazy. But I could go on a massive tangent about it. But keeping it to Pri, basically. When you first met her, what was your assessment of her? And then to start thinking about, well, what is the plan going to be?
Okay, so I met Miss Pri in the gym. So luckily, I was the coach that's free on that day.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was a range. I thought it was a setup.
No. It was like they texted me the staff like, oh, Miss Priscilla is because in the gym
Uh-huh.
that you're working you have your workout done is they look for a coach, like they profile the clients. For
Yes.
example, this client is the profile of the trainer, so they match it. So I think they found that.
Coach, they
Yeah,
told
yeah.
me you're the best at Miss Pre. Coach is the best for you. Okay, so book Coach Jay. Okay,
Lock him
check when
in.
he's available.
Yeah, and I'm available that time. So when I met Miss Pri, I know because she's a public personality, right? So I know that she's like beauty queen and all that. And the beauty queen traits are they're like very goal oriented. They have goals because they have to set goals in the first place for you to be a beauty queen. So my approach to Miss Pri is just to guide her because different clients different need the approach. So for example, if the client is a bit reserved or shy, so you have to, facilitate the goals for her. Like, oh, this is your goal. Some people you have to guide them towards their goal.
Okay.
But in case of Miss Pri, she has the goal right away.
And it was full transformation. What was it?
Yes, it was really to trim down originally to 70 kilos, 72 kilos. You know, and I have a personal disclaimer about Coach Jay because every time I reach my goal, he said, Mom Pri, I think you're going to look better if you lose 2 more kilos. And then that girl, and I was like, oh, wow, I didn't even realize that I was able and capable to do that. And then with his support and guidance, I said, wow, actually, I can do this. Actually, I'm looking good. So, okay, let's do it. And then, it was to shred off the kilos. But then he was looking at me as I go along and he was guiding me what was the best way to go about it and to adjust.
So what was your strategy?
Yeah,
for
that was
Pri?
that was the part of the plan actually. Because for me, my strategy as a coach, I don't set goals for my client. Like I let them tell me what their goals are. Then I just facilitate it like with open-ended questions. So um what is your, for example, I'll ask them what is your time frame to achieve this goal. So it's not coming from me because it's different when like a coach tells you, oh, I need you to be in a shape or in 3 months time. So that's not my goal. So that's the goal of a client. So you live different lives, right? So I have my own like set of schedule. Clients have their own set of schedules. So if the goal is coming from the client himself or herself, it will be more achievable for them because most people or some trainers, no, they like, oh, I want you to lose like this much weight for 3 months, 5 months. Then the client is busy and so all that, and it leads to failure on their part, and they will not frustration. Then they will not work out anymore and things like that.
It's always better when it's your own idea.
Yeah.
So I appreciate, especially from our first episode, that you took a very natural approach, pre-centric. She set her goals. The weight fell off very quickly. I mean, 40 pounds in 5 months, like that's like jaw-dropping. So as you can imagine, there's a lot of accusation, is that the right word? That maybe there was some drug involved, like Ozempic or something, some special quick fix.
Yeah.
Can you just tell everyone out right now, what was it?
Okay, so first of all, because when you read the headlines and in the news, the headline should be, of course, it has to be catchy, right? So it's like 40 pounds in 5 months. It's like, oh, it's so big, it's 40 months. But if you come to think of it, if it like in science, basically, the safe weight loss is around 1 to 2 pounds per week. So if you compute that maximum, like first, let's say you lose 2 pounds per week, that would be like 8 pounds in a month. And if you compute it to her weight loss journey,
Wow, it's
so
exactly
it's 5
on.
months. It's just like
8 times
textbook
5.
weight loss. Yeah.
Wow.
So we did it by the books, by
Yes.
the way.
So it's not like something like astonishing if you like look into
numbers.
details. Yeah, it's like just like textbook finish that.
Wow.
And we can prove to them, to the audiences, that weight loss comes off mostly from body fat because we're monitoring also. And can you tell your body
Of
fat?
course, now. What is it? I forgot. What is my body fat, Coach?
Like her body fat, the last time we checked, is around 15, right? 15%.
Yeah.
That is so low.
I know, right? I was like, no, this can't be right.
That's amazing.
Yeah. it's 15, but body fats will depend. Different people will have different needs. Some people 15% body fat may look sickly. Some people just right. So it really depends
your
on your
frame,
genetics, and everything. So I did not believe that my body fat was around 15 because I can still see fat. I can still see
And so
fat.
you should. I mean, it's part of
and
being a
so
woman
it's-
as well.
Yes, of course. So I'm like, okay, this is really what it is.
And you
But
really need body fat
Yes, in
to
order
absorb
to-
some nutrients and vitamins for you. If you don't have if your body fat is too low, it's not healthy also.
athletes usually have a very low body fat content. But I mean, the way I feel, I'm very productive. I have lots of energy, and it's just like aside from the coaching and all, of course, diet. And Coach Jay
Diet.
was always asking me, "What are you eating? Or eat like this, eat like that," and guiding me through that process because he's also a nutritionist.
Oh no, I'm not a nutritionist.
Are you not, Coach?
I-
Okay, he
I
just became a nutritionist today.
Yeah. But I just guide her to what to eat. This is health. I'm giving her options now. This is more healthy. This contains more carbs, something like that.
More this, less that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's nice. I like the crowding out approach as well. To eat so much of this and that you don't have any space.
Yes, of course.
There's other thing that you're eating too much of, Tanya. This is not healthy for you. So, love that.
Yeah. And going back to Ozempic, because
Yeah.
I really want to address this. Right? I
Hit
really
it on the head.
No,
Do
I-
it, Coach. Do it.
I prepared
Do
for it,
it.
really. I prepared for it because this is not just for Miss Priscilla's case, because there's a common understanding, especially in the normal crowd or majority in the internet, that I can sense as a personal trainer and based on my experience that people now that they especially for the celebrities, and they think that she lost so much weight, she must be on Ozempic. So it gives bad environment for the fitness industry also as well, because common people, they will not try anymore
Yes.
to work out because they think,
Yes.
especially because they think these celebrities or the rich ones or the people who can afford to, they can easily get away with body fat.
They believe that there is a quick
No.
fix, right?
Yeah.
Which is not the
No.
case.
And which is, if you're a normal viewer or a normal person watching this weight loss journey, you'll think that, I'm hopeless. I don't have the access to these medications, to this treatment. So basically, it makes the majority of people unhealthy, which is really bad. Yeah.
That's a
Yes.
misconception,
Yeah.
Yes.
isn't it, about health and well-being? And we were speaking, especially in the first episode, about how you lost 40 pounds,
Yes.
how you take your health into your own hands.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you use in the world of information to empower you, not disempower you.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Because Ozempic, if you check on it in the internet, it's designed for diabetic patients. It's approved medically for diabetes, for diabetic patients. So the side effect is weight loss, right? Of this drug. Because first of all, I want to explain what Ozempic does. So Ozempic is used for diabetic patients, as I said, and it stimulates your pancreas. That's a part of our body that produces insulin. So this insulin uh, shift your sugar from the blood towards your other body tissues,
Okay.
so to be used as energy later on. So that's the purpose of insulin. So that's the number one mode of action of Ozempic. Number two, it uh, controls the glucagon. It's a hormone. So glucagon is hormone.
Glucagon.
Yeah. Really looks like a tough sugar, right? Yeah, something like that.
I'm glucagon.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Sorry.
So it's for this hormone that regulates the blood sugar, for your blood sugar not to drop low. And number three, the most interesting part about Ozempic is it slows down gastric emptying, meaning it makes you feel full, so you don't get hungry. And that's
Appetite suppressant.
and actually that's the main thing why people wants to take it, because they lost appetite.
Oh.
And
there.
loss of appetite means you're not eating. You're not eating comes weight loss, and that's it.
That's just energy, pure
Yeah.
energy.
It's like
not coming
technically it's
in.
like calorie deficit,
Calorie
Yeah.
deficit.
and you can do that without Ozempic.
Mm-mm.
That's the
Yes.
thing.
Just need to control your mouth. That's it.
But it's the classic sugar pill effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, the placebo.
Placebo
right?
effect.
Yeah.
There you
You just
go.
believe, that you're. Actually, I have a very interesting story to tell.
Yeah.
Okay. My mom, 2 years ago, okay, Ozempic was big time back home in Brazil. And then her doctor gave her the Ozempic to try. And she had the nurse of the doctor to apply the Ozempic on her. And basically, in 2 weeks' time, like first week, she lost. The nurse applied again, administered the Ozempic again, she lost again. And then everybody around her friends also tried. And then everybody was feeling sick because there is a lot of side effects. Some of them were feeling lightheaded, they were having morning sickness, headaches, a bunch of things. So all her friends, they're like started as a group, and then they all stopped it because they couldn't handle the side effect. And then my mom was like, I'm doing great. I don't feel anything. And she just kept losing weight. And she lost, like in 2 weeks, a whopping like 10 pounds. No joke. And then when she went for her third application, the nurse was not available. So the doctor was the one that was going to inject on her because my mom is a scary cat. She hates needles. And then when the doctor looked at the pen, there is not even one single dose that was administered to her. The doctor said, wait a minute, is this a new pen? I said, no, that's the pen you gave me. How come there is nothing here, but you lost 10 pounds? She said, your nurse was doing the application on me. And she's like, no. Okay, let me do it. Oh my gosh. For the first time she had Ozempic, she did not last that week. And then suddenly she realized, this is the placebo effect.
Oh,
Because she
my
thought that she
goodness.
had the Ozempic in her body. She lost in 2 weeks 10 pounds. No joke. And she would go to parties. She had many events to attend during those 2 weeks because it was near Christmas. That was 2 years ago, guys. She went to a Christmas event. Everybody's like, there is so much food, and she loves it, Christmas food. It's like, oh, I'm not hungry. No, I'm not hungry. She was really not hungry. So see what the mind, how powerful our mind is.
Exactly. Yeah.
How powerful it is. So that's classic. I was laughing the whole time. I said, you don't need Ozempic. And she said, I cannot handle it.
that
She felt
is
really sick.
crazy.
Yeah.
So given this whole, it's like the get rich quick, get slim quick,
Yes.
get skinny quick.
The magic pill.
And in an industry where, it's about
Yeah.
putting in the work.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you think was the number one element to pre-success? Was it the mindset piece? Was it this more focus on the diet? Was it specific movements? Was it holistic? What was it, do you think?
For me, actually, it's more of the mindset because I believe as a coach, that's the first thing comes into play when you want to, if you have a goal, not just in weight loss, in everything in life. Like what Mom Priscilla said a while ago, like her mom loses weight, she thinks it's a mindset. I'm taking Ozempic, but the Ozempic is really working on your body. Yes, medically approved, it has effects on it. But in her mom's case, she was not really administered by that medication, but she thinks, oh, I'm taking Ozempic, so I might lose appetite, so something like that. So yeah, that's a part of the scientific knowledge that placebo works, and that's what you were telling also about a while ago, that the mind is like there's
So
still
powerful.
unexplored. Yeah, it's powerful, and there's an unexplored areas to it that needs to be uncovered.
And bringing a little bit back from our first episode of our pilot episode, you remember I have a mood board and I put a picture of sexy Priscilla, coach.
Yeah.
2-piece, billboard ads. It was a bench ad. And, and that's like, this is me in 5 months, this is me in 4 months, this is me in 6 months, whatever it takes, this is me. So my mind was just focusing on that. So whenever Coach Jay would send me a set of exercise, even if I want to quit, he's not there always.
Yeah.
I could have
So
said,
he wasn't
like,
even there breathing down your neck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just seeing each other like 1 or 2 times a week.
a week. Yeah.
Then I gave her like workouts to do on her own, because me as a coach, I believe in uh, teaching your clients how to be independent, because some coaches they have a fear that, oh, I don't train my client enough, so she might leave me or he might leave me, he will not train me anymore. So as a coach, as a responsible coach, you should be like building independency
Oh, amen.
to
Yeah,
your
and
client.
empowering your
Yeah,
clients,
because
right?
actually there's a lot of people to be helped if you really do your job well. Because like me, for example, modesty aside, I have a lot of inquiries, but I cannot accommodate anymore.
Sorry, guys.
Yes.
Coach Day is taken.
but,
Coach
but
Jay
this
is
is
taken.
but this proves it. This is why you empower your clients to be successful. Their community see, I want what he or she or they are having. Who's your coach?
Yeah.
And I subscribe to the same model. I've got a certain number of sessions. You buy it, that's it.
Yeah.
That's your transformation. And if you put in the work, which if you're paying, you usually do, you're dedicated, you'll get your result. And that's it.
Yeah, that's really the key to success.
It's my major bugbear with therapy. I think therapy is amazing. Get therapy early. Unleash the emotion. Don't suppress it. That's where all the disease comes from. Have 1, 2, 3 sessions. Don't make it a lifestyle.
Exactly.
I'm talking with my therapist again this week.
Yeah,
I need to
exactly.
call and it's rehashing the problems, your limitations, things that haven't worked for you. It's such a negative mindset. Then you become addicted to that rush of chemicals, getting it all out, and then having someone pat you on the back and off you go again. Such an addictive, negative way of living. So I love that you empower people to just get on with it.
Yeah.
So, Coach, a lot of people ask me, like, what is exactly the exercise that you're doing? Like, are you doing a lot of cardio?
What's
are
the
you doing a lot of
secret?
things? I was telling people in general, I said, what I like about Coach Jay is that I never know what I'm going to do.
You said that to me. I'm like, what are you training today? And you're like, I don't know.
I don't know. You're going to send me a set of exercise, what to do. And then even different stages. You actually, you guided me differently. So where did that information come from? Like, how did you do it to know that this is the time for this is the time for that? Because I can see the transformations in my body, Coach.
Everyone can.
I have a lot of packs.
Thank you.
Have never had packs in my life.
I might want to coach now.
So how did you do it? How can you guide people, like enlighten people? What is the right way to, set of exercise that you can tell them to do, like from coming from overweight to they're a little bit, the fitness is improved and then they're fit. So how do you do that?
Yeah, because as a coach, my job is to study the technicalities of coaching, the science of weight loss or losing weight or conditioning a client. So that's on me. That's my burden as a coach. So I study this stuff and everything. But when I translate it to clients, it should not be like, oh, you have to, I don't have to explain it like scientifically because my clients are mostly like in different industries, right? So they have their own thing, they have their own problem in their job, in their life or work, something like that. So I don't want to burden them with that. So I try it to make as easy for them as possible, just simply explaining it in layman's term, or as simple as I can. And I want them to focus outside the gym, not on the workout itself. So for example, I telling her that yeah, we're working out for 1 or 2 hours and you just focus on it, but outside of it, because you technically have 24 hours in a day, right? So you just spend 2 hours in the gym and 22 is yours. So your life outside the gym is more important. So that's what I'm was telling a while ago, that empowering clients like to be independent. Like for example, I just told her we computed the calories, right? That what she needed to take in a day. But I don't like, oh, you eat this, you eat that. No. So I'm not like that. So I want to make her independent by, oh, this I will just like tell, oh, this calories is a bit high for you. So it's more flexible for her to choose whatever she's gonna
She can own it.
Yeah, and there is an app for that, right, Coach? Please do share the app. It's not but we can share it because maybe other people want to also
Actually,
have access to that.
it's not just an app. It's like more of like body calorie counter,
Yes,
calculator. It's just making your client responsible. Because technically, I can I can hire a nutritionist, like make money out of it. Like, oh, let's do this, let's do that. But I want my clients to be independent. So because that's also my mindset as a coach. Because I check on my clients, things, and if I see that my client, if I told her that, oh, you count these calories, and uh, she's not counting, so my mindset as a coach, she's not that into it. She's not into this program. So I will have a different approach for that. That's what I'm telling a while ago that for Priscilla, when I saw her, when I'm usually you talk to the client, right, for setting up goals. So when I talked to her before, that's why I know, this lady is so goal oriented. So the approach for her is different from a client that's not that into fitness yet. No, so everyone starts at this different starting points.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some just like want to work out for to release stress. Some have like fitness goal, like physical goals, like Ma'am Priscilla. So it's different. So that's why fitness is for everyone.
Mm.
Yeah, you cannot
Okay.
limit it like fitness is for weight loss. That's like an old thinking.
Coach,
Absolutely.
coming into that, when we were doing like in the beginning
Yeah.
of our relationship, I did notice that most of the exercise that you're giving to me, it was like what they call like a circuit kind of thing, where I burn a lot and sweat a lot. Is that ideal for people that want to lose weight? Like a lot of cardio, a lot of movement, a lot of, different kinds of exercises all in different sets.
Okay, so that's where customization of program happens. Like for example, because I handle also like some celebrities and
Mhm.
like business leaders. So technically they don't have time. Like really their time's very limited because there's a lot of things ongoing on outside the gym life. So my approach for that is for example from Ma'am Priscilla, we focus more when she's with niche and when we're training, we'll focus more on the larger muscle groups. So
Mhm.
I handled the intense part of the program because that's where she needed guidance, like for spotting, just to make sure the form is correct. So there's she needs a coach beside her. But the things that I want her to improve on, like planks and the things that I assessed that can be delegated safely to her, I give it to her like as an assignment workout. So the progress will be much faster.
Yeah,
I like
have-
that breakup.
Yeah.
So we have this, we're doing it together. It's big compound movements. I'll be there to support you, spot you, push you.
Mhm.
And in making your client independent, getting their workout in, you give them an assignment.
Yeah.
And they can do it when they want, on their time,
Mhm.
but they have guiding principles for what to do in that.
Yeah, because that's my approach also. If
What a great approach.
yeah, as a coach, because I cannot just like increase the intensity towards a client, or you lose them. They will lose interest in fitness. That's what I'm telling. Like, oh, Priscilla can do this already, so I'll test her. Like, I'll give this,
Mm.
and she's gonna do it. Oh, I can give her more. But some people like they're gonna pull away. So you have to reorganize your programming again.
Mhm.
So that's the job of a coach. So you have to be dynamic and very flexible towards the goal of the client.
Coach, I have one question still in that aspect. Okay. Cardio versus lifting weights. What is more effective for losing weight?
Actually, in a scientific sense, of if you're gonna understand both of it, it can both produce weight loss. But for sustainability, I think it's more of lifting weights.
Yes, that's actually some information that I came across just recently and also by experience.
Yeah.
Because I did notice in the beginning of our program, yes, I did a lot of cardio and I did have some weightlifting, but now, I noticed that we have a lot more weightlifting and I've been ripping off really the benefits of that. And even if I eat more now, sometimes I still losing weight.
Yeah.
So, that's the thing I came across, that actually people sometimes they kill themselves in the treadmill doing hours and hours of cardio when actually it should not be the case because cardio just burn when you're doing the cardio, right?
Yeah,
But
most of time, yeah.
the more muscle you build in your body, the better.
Yeah, the higher your basal metabolic.
Yeah, because there's an era in fitness that women are afraid to lift because like this for perspective, they don't want to because they have the belief that if I lift weights, I'll get big, I'll get
That was my
bulky. Yeah,
case. Not anymore.
That rule was that was advertising from men. So bizarre.
Yeah.
And I think it really tried to, and it succeeded until now. There's a huge pushback on that now with lots of female bodybuilders and really going to, Arnie Schwarzenegger style. It was a way of, I think, controlling society.
Yeah.
It's like, let's eliminate, say, women of 50% from business. Let's keep them at home. You know, wearing the
okay, yeah.
sexy stockings, doing the laundry and raising the children. Darling, it's a full-time job. Okay, but I'll give you an allowance.
no pay.
It's
No
fine.
pay.
Okay, maybe or maybe not. And then this is part of your identity. So we were kind of pushed into that way to distract us from our health and well-being. But now we're coming back.
Oh yeah.
And there's like a recent studies right now na it was known already, but I'm happy that it's coming to surface right now that uh, before that thinking was you have to have like a low body fat to be healthy, which is true anyway. But now there's like a study right now that if your muscle mass is higher than your body fat mass, whatever your body fat is, you tend to be more healthy. Like for example, if you have like a body fat problem,
Mhm.
then if your muscle mass is higher than your fat mass, you're healthy. You're still healthy. So that's why we encourage now, like lifting weights is more.
It's a dangerous fat. It's that visceral fat around the organs.
Oh
I
yeah,
think,
that's the most.
which is the scary one.
Because there is three kinds of fats.
Yeah.
You have the brown
Brown,
fat,
yeah.
which is the healthy one that ignites the burning of the white fat,
I like
which
the
is the
sound of
worst
that.
one. And then you have between the beige. So the white fat is actually, yeah, that's the color, that's how they call. But the white fat is the ones that you see the floppy arms, in the back of the thighs, around the organs, which is the visceral fat. That's the most dangerous. The one that's a sign of a heart attack, especially men. Those big bellies,
Oof.
So yeah, but study has proved that, many studies have proved that basically, there is a lot of good fat
Yeah.
food that you
Yes.
actually can intake that will help to ignite your brown fat that you're going to burn your white fat.
Well, there's
So not all fat is bad, guys.
no.
And going back to Ozempic, which I really like. I really
Go
want
ahead,
this
go
topic, no?
coach, go coach.
Because Ozempic like make you lose weight, right? But you don't just lose fat. You lose muscles also.
Yeah.
See, this I wanted to clarify that as well because earlier we were saying how do we lose weight, but it's lose body fat.
Yeah,
That's the goal.
That's more important.
That's
Yes.
the goal. Ultimate goal is really to lose the body fat and the bad body fat, which is the white.
Yeah, that's why
Body fat.
using like drugs like this, it's like counterproductive for you in the long term because it's called like the medicalization of fatness. It's something like you treat the you're promoting the stigma of having like a higher body weight, and at the same time you're just treating the superficial symptoms. You're not treating the underlying cause.
Oh.
So it puts strains on the
Yes.
healthcare also because the Ozempic is intended for diabetics, and there's currently a shortage.
Shortage.
But you have to look
Yeah.
when there's something, an inequity like this, there's someone pocketing something.
Yeah.
It's always big pharma. It always comes. Of course, the hospitals suffer.
But
Big pharma's winning.
any
That's what
medication
happens.
has side effects, and that's the real problem. And going
Well,
back,
that's what they want.
yeah,
Because the side effects, that's okay.
Yeah,
We've
there's
got
another
16 other
medication for
drugs
that.
that you can take to help with that,
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
what happens. So this is why we say take your health into your hands, be informed,
Yeah.
get many opinions,
Exactly.
do your
Then
research.
you decide
There's
for
no
yourself.
excuse now to say I just need to pop a pill.
Coach, the other episode that I was telling everyone that I believe that exercise is 30%, diet is 70%. What's your intake in that?
Yeah, I believe that also because as I've told a while ago that when you work out, it's just like 1 or 2 hours in the gym. But the rest of your time or day depends on what you eat, whom you're with. Because also if you're like your friends are not, or if your set of friends are tend to eating, most
Overeating,
likely you're gonna eat also, and the food in your house that matters also. The things that you buy in the grocery that all matters, and that's outside of the gym. So
But even then, I've been doing a lot of research now on epigenetics and how the environment signals different genes. The environment pertaining also to not just physical stuff, the people around us, what we eat, the environment of our thoughts.
yeah, it's also like what you watch. Like for example,
yes.
yeah, because I encounter some clients like they watch while we're working out. It's like a real thing, While we work out, they're watching Food Channel. Yeah, there's such a thing like that.
But a healthy kitchen prep or...
No. It's like really like
Oh, I can't wait to eat this burger after this workout.
That's why I'm going to do 1 hour of
people
treadmill.
have like different motivations. So I just let them I just let them. So if that's their
What an
motivation on
interesting
that
social
day,
experiment.
yeah. If that's what their motivation is, it's okay.
That is so cute,
But
actually.
I find the need to highlight the importance of healthy eating. Because no matter how many hours you are at the gym, if in the end of the day you end up in the burger.
Burgers are good. We're not poo-pooing burgers, everybody.
Okay, French
we
fries
love
then.
them. We like it's maybe the 2 burgers and the 3 servings of French fries
Because
in the one sitting.
when
maybe.
I'm throwing the burger out there, I'm talking about processed meat. I'm
Yeah,
talking about
processed
fried
food.
stuff. I'm talking about
Outside the calories.
food with GMOs. I'm talking about high calorie, like full of sugar stuff. That's what I'm talking about. So the quality of the food that you eat, it even influences your mood, your personality. That's how important food is. Your personality is actually determined. A lot of people think that personality is determined by your genetics.
No,
actually, there's a huge. It's by the food, guys.
No.
It's amazing. So many studies out there. Your mood is determined by the food. If I'm eating clean, obviously, when I get to a place, even if something happened along the way, I'm not gonna be as cranky as someone that just had loads and loads of sugar.
No, exactly. This is the last thing I'll say on it because I'm obsessed with it. But apparently, disease is 1% genetics. So of all disease, 1% is genetics, to the point where they studied adopted children.
Yeah.
Into families, different families. A set of families had breast cancer as a family history. So of course the thinking is, got to get the mammaries checked, have to get your scan. We're going to get breast cancer. One in 2 women. So 1 in 2 women with a family history will get it. So like, darlings, one of the 2 of you will probably get. It's always part of that scaremongering thinking. Anyway, so yes, from those children, 1 in 2, 50% do get the breast cancer, like clockwork. Study the adopted children coming in with no family history, no genetic condition, involved. Nothing. Coming into family who have the mindset of, darling, because we're the girls and we've got the breasts and then we have the cancers. They become a statistic. They develop breast cancer.
Oh, yeah.
It is correct from that mind virus, from your beliefs, because your beliefs signal the gene just as much as your environment, your exercise.
I believe
it's actually your perception of what's coming in through your senses that signals the gene.
So true.
Guard your thoughts like a garden. Do not let anyone
Yeah, that's true.
sow their weed seeds there.
Yeah, they say we are not basically we are our energy. So we're not our age. So now this is my new dilemma. I'm not my age, guys. I'm my energy.
So is that okay that I have a crush on someone 10 years my junior? That's okay, darling. It's just energy.
So whatever you think, of course, influences your energy. Like your way of thinking, your energy. That's who you are.
It is. Thoughts, literal energy.
So basically, if that's what you think you're a cancer patient, then you're going to become a cancer patient. If you think that you're an obese person, you're going to become an obese person. And it goes on and on and on. So what you think, the power of your mind, it's everything. So that's why when I put my sexy picture in the wall, I said, I'm that one. I'm the sexy Priscilla.
That's what I'm telling about her. Like when I first met her, that I know she's a beauty
Strong
queen.
goals.
So it's like goal oriented. So the
clear
approach for
vision.
her is actually it's easy.
Your best client,
Because
client.
It's really easy because you just have to give them the scientific things. You just have to throw it to her, then she's gonna do it. It's very easy. So that's why her weight loss is like textbook finish. That's why. So, I give more credit to you actually, because it's your mindset that made it possible.
But coach, I had many coaches in the past. So I do know a little bit of coaching, and you are just
thank you.
the best I've encountered so far. So I hope my past coaches are not watching this. But it is because the guidance and the accountability, because coach, they really text me and really send me the program, Mom, did you work out? So me, my other, because I actually need like a gym buddy. And then, before I met you, Tanya, I need someone really to, be checking on me because it's hard.
Yeah.
Just on your own power to do certain things. Many days it crossed my mind to not go to the gym Many days it crossed my mind to just cut my workout into half.
But you know that I'm there.
And then I remember that Coach Jay woke up in the morning, he texted me, he checked on me, I said, okay, I'll finish this. I'll make time. So that helps. Surround yourself with people that it actually, you can be accountable to. It helps in the journey.
It's a massive point of coaching.
Yeah, because you have to understand that fitness is just a little. We talk about it big here during this episode, but you have to remember that fitness is just a small percentage of uh, other people in their life. Like they have kids, they have work to do, they have business to do. It's just a small percentage, and if you ask them, most of them, uh, from ranking 1 to 5, where is fitness? They will answer like 3, 4, 5 because they have their family. They have to put food on the table. They have things and everything so on. So as a coach, I consider that one. I put that into my mind that this is fitness is just like a small part of her routine. So my job as a coach is just to keep pushing, keep reminding her something like that.
Coach, another question, because I'm fortunate. I can be 2-3 hours at the gym, but not everybody's like that. And the reason why I did that is because I work with my body, right? This is my instrument making money. So that's why this is my priority. But does everybody needs to be 2-3 hours in the gym to be able to achieve their
not
goals?
really. You have to be more of consistent. Yeah, that's what I'm emphasizing on to my clients because, for example, my some of my clients are business people, are mothers, so they don't have that luxury of time to be in the gym for 2 to 3 hours. So the program for them is different. Like I want them to come on the gym on a shorter period of time, focusing on larger group of muscles, something like that. That's one of the approach that I'm So yeah, it's not impossible to achieve your goal, even you don't have like 2 to 3 hours in the gym.
Yeah, I was chatting with you last time, right? And I actually just had an interview. And then I was telling them, they were asking me, what's the number one piece of advice that you give for someone to achieve their fitness goals? And what I told them is that show up.
Yeah,
no matter
show
what.
up.
Even if it's for 30 minutes, even if it's for 20 minutes.
Get
it
your
does not
tushy
matter.
there.
You
Yeah.
get yourself, you get to the gym or whatever is the environment that you can, it can be at a basketball court, it can be anywhere.
Yeah, because majority of the people that has like all or nothing mindset. Like for example,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yes.
So for example, just to give you an example, December, right? It's like the New Year, New Me thing, right? So yeah, I'm
Yes.
gonna be like I want to be the most fit person in 2025. You have like these ideas, everything. You have this image of yours, like posting it everywhere. Then just one day that, for example, you got busy, you
That to let go.
Life
Yeah.
happened.
yeah, life happens. You didn't and work out or something like that because of some
You had a
activity.
corporate lunch, there were
Yeah.
some drinks involved.
Yeah, and they will
suddenly,
just
oh.
let go. I failed. Okay, I'll just make it next year, 2020. They stop. So they're good while they're on it. But if something happens,
Yeah,
like
there's a setback, then they
they'll
just
stop,
quit.
drop everything.
So let's not quit, guys.
So what is
That's not the
something that
word.
people can say to themselves then? Because to me, that's self-talk. So what is it won't be a substitution because you have to know that you're thinking it first and you realize you are. But what is something you can quickly follow that up with?
Yeah, I'll share my own perspective because I'm into technical details, right? So, for example, there's like 7 days in a week, right? So, let's say you work out like 4 or 5 times in a week. Then one day you did not work out. For example, you set your goal like, oh, I have to be in the gym like 3 or 4 times. So be there at least 3. So you miss one, you still did good.
I like that. Also looking at the average over a month.
Mhm.
Say, oh my goodness, I've got this big work trip coming up. There's no way I can use the gym in the hotel, even though it's there. I can't go for a walk. That's okay. I'll add one more. These
Exactly.
2. And over the month is good.
Yeah, exactly. If you set like 3
Right.
times in a week, that would be like 12 times in the gym, right? Then let's say it happens that you just got to the gym like 7 times. 7 out of 12 is still good.
It's still good. It's
Still
still a
good.
winner.
Yeah,
There's
still a
no
winner.
loss.
Even if it's 6,
I like
it's
that.
fine, yeah.
I'm
it's
a
still
winner.
You made it.
I'm still a winner.
Yes, and you know what I do?
Chicken dinner.
If I want to eat something that I really miss so much, and that's like, woo, hell, whatever, I just add 1 day to that.
Same with diet because most people like they will set like the most perfect scenario for them to start their fitness journey. They
Sounds
gonna
very familiar.
they gotta buy new clothes,
Oh yeah.
sign up in a membership, sign up with a coach, you buy a lot of package, sign up in a meal delivery plan, and just one of those, if it fails, they'll stop everything. For example, they have like this 1 week meal plan. They subscribe into it, and they just miss one meal like lunch that they have like corporate dinner or meeting.
Ruined.
Yeah, ruined. I'll stop
it?
everything. That's it.
The end of the
I'm gonna
world.
stop this week. I'm just gonna start next week. Then next week will come next week, and so on. Then they'll just drop.
And this is interesting because this can happen to anyone and everyone
Of
at
course.
all levels of fitness
Yes.
at any time on their journey. And I know you said that you have to kind of meet people where they're at, customize something to them based on their goals that you guide them through to become clear on, if they're not super clear like pre already. So, I mean, I'm still hearing themes though that are applicable to everyone, and change them. But this is what I'm hearing: consistency,
Yeah.
calories, so energy, understanding energy in, energy out, how you're going to use that, and mindset.
Yeah.
I mean, you tell me, is that something? If you could give 3 takeaways based on your holistic approach, knowing people's tendencies, what are 3 pieces of gold that you just like to give over?
For me also, it's like giving your 100%, because most people like confused with these numbers like 100%. For example, when they talk about 100%, they're thinking that, oh, I have to sleep like 8 hours perfectly. I have to have like a lot of time. But your 100%, even at your 30%, still good. So, for example, you're just like tired now, but you still give your 100% at
Effort.
30%, effort at
Effort.
30%.
Yeah.
So, what I mean is that if it comes into program perspective, like for example, I set Mom Priscilla's like 1 hour, for example, 1 hour training, and maybe she's so tired, like she did not sleep enough, or she had like long meetings. And maybe she has like 70% of her energy during that day. Give 100% on that 70%. So instead of like doing the intended program, you lessen it, but you still do it. You show up. So that triggers something in your mind. Now I have to do it. I have to do it. I can do it. Then it
Or to
goes up. Yeah.
testify to that, I think I did see you on one of those days at the gym. We were tired. We were talking about having a nap. And then there you were. And I saw you you're like, well, I asked you, what are you going to do? I'm like, well, I think I'm just going to do planks. And I was like, that's an interesting idea. Cool. And then I see you doing these planks for like 45 minutes, checking your posture in the mirror. You set up the map. You've got the music. You're just going. So I saw you give 100% of your 70% that day to those planks. Those planks didn't stand a chance. You owned those planks. You made those planks yours. Like it was. I was like, oh. Do you know what I did the next day?
What did you do?
Planks. I brought a skipping rope, and I'm like, I'm going to add some planks to my game. Isn't that funny?
Because technically, you should like you should have to move. That's a general rule. We should, as a human being, we have to move really. So yeah, even if you don't feel like working out, just do something else, like maybe walk, like go to the grocery store.
Yes.
If you're gonna ride a car, instead of riding your car, just walk with. There's still activities outside gym.
Guys, clean the house.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's my exercise in the US. I don't have a gym. I clean the house. I'm scrubbing everything literally. I'm like, ooh.
And if you have a maid, tip your maid, let them go somewhere else,
Yes.
and then do your
Even
thing.
playing with the kids. I have a niece, Clark. She's the daughter of my best friend, Rochelle. And then she's like, Tita Pri. She's like, Tita Pri. Okay, Clark, let's go and watching this. Oh my gosh, those videos of kids on YouTube jumping and twirling. And I said, Clark, my coach would love to watch those videos and give to all their clients, because life in general, like there is so many ways that you can actually keep yourself active and live it. And I'm just thankful, generally, Coach, because today I can say with no doubt that I am fit. and I am happier.
Woohoo!
And I am healthy. And my 15% body fat, it's like, whoa, a way for celebration. I've never had 15% body fat. My lowest was 19. At my peak, when I was 18, competing for beauty pageants, that was my lowest.
Wow.
It was 18% body fat. And what I see different, Coach, from what aside from the exercise, the set of things that you made me do that were very different from back then, it's the diet. Because I took out the burger. I took out the fries.
Yeah.
Although we had
GMO,
one time, right, Kuya Joey, we had one fries one time. Well, Kuya. But I mean, generally speaking, my diet really completely changed. Because now I choose the healthier. And I do that because I can. I can have the burger, but I choose not to. I rather
like to
have a steak.
make my own burgers.
Oh yeah, that's a totally different
Right?
thing, girl.
Much better.
Okay,
healthier.
I just
People
buy the steak. It's
is
so
this
much
even
work.
a burger? And I'm like, yes, close your eyes and imagine the taste, and it's the exact same thing. But yes, substitute for other things that you like.
Yeah, so you the mindset, like we've been talking about showing up, which is for me the number one, the most important out of everything is just show up. Is that when you show up also for yourself in your own life. You show up at the gym and you show up for yourself.
Oh my goodness.
Because all the work that you've been spending, the time that you're away from your family, the time that you could be doing something else, maybe watching Netflix and binging some popcorn, whatever is the time with the loved ones that you're at the gym. Because you're not there to socialize, at least not me. A lot of people cross by me and they say, oh, you look so mad at the gym. You said, oh my gosh, I'm tired. I'm not mad. I'm a happy person.
But you continue walking.
I'm focusing. I go to the gym to work out. I don't go to socialize.
Yeah.
So, of course, that time that I could be spending with my daughter, that I could spend having coffee with Tanya, that I could, be taking a nap, I want to make sure that it's worth it. It's paid for. When I go outside of the gym, I supplement that by eating the right things.
Yes.
Because it's a huge part of self-care. Okay? You set your goals for the gym, and you complement that, you support that with your diet.
And also look at yourself. This is the other thing. It can feel like a selfish act.
Mm-hmm.
Many people listening or watching will think, wow, if you knew what I had to do from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, it's just not possible. Well, guess what? The people that you're saying you need to support the most, which are probably going to be some kids there.
Yes.
They are watching
Exactly.
everything you are doing. Are you presenting to them the role model that you wish them to become?
Exactly.
Because if you don't like the sound of someone who's always rushing, not that present, there, but not present because they're on their phone or they're worried about the next thing, overweight, is your belly hanging? Like what's going on?
Full of sickness.
Full of sickness. Are you lacking the energy?
Yeah.
Is this someone that you're hoping they become?
Yeah.
And also, are you hoping this is someone that they go into partnership with?
Exactly.
And this is a healthy, nice thing? The answer is probably going to be no.
Yeah.
And so a lot of this is the resistance I've noticed in people is the resistance to look into their own eyes in the mirror.
Exactly. Yeah.
And acknowledge that maybe I haven't been at my best.
Yeah.
And I've been giving, and I now have taken that identity and I've created excuses. And I've been existing in that for a while now. And that becomes difficult because you might have to say, well, for the last 5 years, I haven't been the best role model. That's a difficult thing to acknowledge.
Not easy. It's painful.
Yeah,
No,
because
but-
habit is deeply ingrained in you, so it's really hard.
It's automatic.
Yeah, it's
And
automatic.
people aren't even aware what they're
Yeah.
doing because it is so subconscious. But to other people walking past you, sitting at Starbucks, resting a drink on your humongous belly while not talking to your kids, being on your phone, probably not the best role model.
Yes.
I'm just going to say it.
Definitely.
Just going to say it.
But, to have the ability and actually the self-control to ignite change that is needed in your life.
My favorite D word,
Especially-
discipline.
Yeah, especially when it comes to your, the lack of discipline, right? That will really that's why sometimes people would ask why, how can she do it? Okay, maybe there is a trick or magic pill. They always gonna think the worst. There is a cheating involved.
It's the
Right?
D, girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's discipline.
So, and then they don't realize until somebody comes and speak loud
Mm.
and clear that no, it's discipline. I did it, you can do it too.
Yes.
And the
Like the
only
4-minute
thing
mile.
stopping you to get to the version of yourself that you want to be, it's you. It's
And
you.
in anything in life, there's sacrifice in everything that you want to achieve. So it's just up to you. What's the sacrifice for? You define that, right? So, um, for example, you sacrifice some time of your with your friends, or sometimes you're hanging out, but it's up to you. That's why I emphasize to my clients that goal should be personal. I'm not the one setting. I didn't tell her like to lose body fat. Like, I'm just guiding
No,
her. Yeah.
it's not just what we lose, it's what we gain.
Exactly.
So if you're going to be focused on the loss, you're always going to feel at a loss and you won't be motivated. But if you feel at the gain, sure, that's what I'm going to gain. Oh my goodness, that's incredible. I get to gain that. I gain more energy. I gain more vitality. I gain more health. I gain more longevity. I gain more brain power. That stuff gives you time back.
And again, some years back, because they say if you work out, you lift lift weights 3 times a week, you actually gain 8 years of your life.
Delicious.
Yes.
So, being able to be that productive, being able to look at the mirror and actually be happy and content with what you see, and not be stopped by anybody or anyone. Because I have a lot of friends. And I have some very close friends with to me that when we travel, I'm going up the stairs and they're dying the first, second step. And I'm telling them, okay, you want to enjoy life, you need to get your best. Fitness matters. Not for you to look good in a bikini, but you to be able to enjoy life. You actually need to be fit for life.
That's my motto, fit fat.
You need to be fit because, my mom, it's like turning 63. Okay, and everywhere I go, she moves like woo, like smooth operator because
She's living a good life.
She's living a good life. We travel everywhere, but I know a lot of mommies out there, Lolas, at 60. They look like they're 80s and they move like 90s. You don't want to be in that kind of situation when you actually see life pass by you and you're not taking the opportunity to enjoy it. Exactly. So fitness is not about only the way you look. It is good to look good.
It's
of
how
course.
you feel.
It's like the payback time. You look at yourself, you feel good, you fit in the clothes that you like, you're able to move smoothly, but it's all about quality of life. And that's what we need to get back and claim. It's about quality of life.
Oh, that's a mic drop moment. It's about quality of life. This is what we need to take back and claim.
Yeah. So
That's what she said.
2025, okay, is the time, because it's always the time for you to start anew. There is no lost time. Whatever happened in the past is the past. Who lives off the past? Museum only, right? We need to enjoy the present and don't worry about the future. If you show up, for sure your future will be amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Coach.
Yeah.
Thank
Do you
you,
want to add
Coach Jay.
anything to it?
I would like just to congratulate you both because I think this kind of platform really helps with the audiences and for the masses, no? Because this gives an opportunity for them to learn. Because not if you all know that there's like some sort of a lot of misinformation in the internet, and this platform I think will really help to set things right. So congratulations for
Thank
starting
you so
this
much,
podcast. Yeah.
Coach Jay. Coach
Thank
is our
you.
first guest, so let's just
Thank you.
celebrate
Thank you.
because we are starting just like amazing, right? And just like trying really to shed out a light out there regarding to fitness goals and your quality of life and what you need to do, what you need to stop doing and start doing.
Correct.
So that you can be the best version of yourself and enjoy life to the fullest. Thank you so much, guys. Wag na kalimutan, don't forget to follow our platforms, Amigas Podcast in IG, and of course, si Tanya High Performance Free, Meirelles in IG, and Coach Jay Wellness in IG. And sorry to announce, Coach Jay is taken. But I'm pretty sure he can still help somehow message you guys and give some piece of advice. But thank you so much. And that was it. See you guys next episode. Bye-bye.